Hey everyone, welcome. Rhodes Perry here. We are about to practice embodied consent. Now, we do this for the sake of cultivating the competency of choice. Consent is a vital skill that allows us to align our daily actions with our deepest longings for the future. So, for many of us, our capacity to be in true consent, to feel that clear yes, that clear no, or even a maybe in our tissues, it's been eroded by trauma, systemic oppression, and our social conditioning. All of the things that contribute to our sites of shaping, which we talked about in last week's session. By practicing these shapes, we're learning to center ourselves in an embodied yes, a no, and even that maybe or an I don't know. And that helps ensure that our choices are made in alignment with our vision for the future, that vision statement you've been working on. And that is important because rather than letting external pressures influence how you're performing in life, you're true to that North Star, the piece of this body of work that you're spending your time dedicated practicing and working on, the way of being. And this honors our sense of safety, our dignity, and our sense of belonging. So to begin, I just want to do a quick demonstration. You're invited to either do this seated or standing and just be comfortable. Again, just kind of let your skeleton do its thing, muscles kind of hanging off. And just like in our basic centering practice, you're going to keep your feet hip width distance apart and really make sure you're feeling planted on the ground. Feel that connection between your foot and the floor that's holding your body. And we're going to start from a centered place. So the centered yes is basically we're going to bring our arms extended out almost like we're holding a bowl, right? From our sides. We're moving from our place of width. And this is an invitation to be wide, open, and receptive to what's coming our way. We are joyful in saying yes to the choice before us. We feel that in our body. Similarly, same stance, moving from a place of center, we're going to bring our hands in front of us, palms facing away. And this is a clear boundary. This is a no, right? It's protecting our center. It's protecting the things that matter most to us. And then the last one is being in that position of I don't know. You need more time. You don't have enough information. So from here, same place, you're going to be moving from center and you want to move your hands from the midsection, right in front of you, down like this, almost like at an angle. And just saying, in this space, not yet. I don't know. I'm still gathering more information and feel that. Feel what that feels like in an embodied state, in a place of choice. So let's just do one round together. And of course, I'll want you to do this a few times to deepen, but I want to guide you through it. So let's do it together. So go ahead, find your seat. You can find your stance, right? Really important. Feet hip width distance apart. And go ahead and find your center. So find that length, find dignity, find your width, find that sense of belonging, right? Really take up the space you need in this practice. Find your depth, right? Notice what's at the back, what's here and present, what's ahead of you. And then go ahead and say your commitment out loud. Go ahead and say it. So it'll sound like I am a commitment to trusting my inner magic and surrendering to its power. Feel that run through your body, right? And then soften your eyes, right? And go ahead, right? Just imagine life's coming your way. There's a choice to be made. And this is an embodied yes. So go ahead and reach your arms out wide. And you can even place one foot forward. So it could be your dominant foot, right? Like my right foot is going forward and I am saying yes. And I want you to feel what comes alive in your body. What does it feel like to be open to your vision and making a choice that moves you closer towards activating that? So is there a tingling? Is there a warmth? Is there an impulse behind the sensations? Just notice it, let it run through your body, and then just palate cleanser. Let's try this again. So find length, width, depth, organize around your commitment. Notice how your body does that. And from here, now I want you to bring your hands forward. Again, you can step with one foot forward. and you're just kind of you're meeting what's coming towards you, right? You're meeting that request, something where you have to make a choice, and it's a clear embodied no. This will not move me towards that future vision, right? So you're not over efforting, you're not pushing something away, you're not collapsing in on yourself. It's just that Goldilocks no. So find where you can feel that in your body. As you hold it, right, still notice what's behind you. Feel your back. Notice like if you're losing connection with yourself, and come back to center. Come back to that no. Notice if it's a wall, right? Notice if you're kind of pushing away, right? Again, just kind of find that ease in the no. Find the ease in the no, and just notice if there's some relief and kind of removing that coming your way. Take it all in. When you're ready, you can reset, and then we're going to do our last move. Okay. So this is the centered, I don't know, I need some more information, right? So go ahead, find your length, find your dignity in your length, find your width, find the depth, and then organize around your commitment. Organize around that vision you have for yourself. Say it out loud if you'd like. And then go ahead and bring your hands right kind of midline, right? So you're kind of extending forward. Again, you're not over efforting or kind of collapsing in. Find the Goldilocks position, right? And let your shoulders just drop, right? So in this position, right, my shoulders aren't up here, they're not pushed back, right? They're just kind of like, they're just moving down the back, right? So feel that. And this is your maybe. I need more time. And then notice, can you allow yourself the dignity of not knowing or having an immediate answer here? What happens to your breath? Maybe there's a certain temperature of your body. Just notice this is embodied, right? This is a true, I don't know. I need some more time. So return to center when you're ready. You can hit pause and do this a few more times on your own. I really want you to kind of continue deepening in, right? Because as we do kind of real time, you're going to notice some more information that's going to be really valuable, right? So when you're ready to come back, you're ready to debrief. These are a couple questions that I want you to explore either with a committed listener, a trusted partner. These are the questions, right? So which of those three shapes felt most at home in the body, right? And maybe which felt most unfamiliar to you? So just kind of notice, right? Notice the ones that you're going to have to work on of really knowing like, what does a true yes feel to me? Does my heart flutter? Like, is there an excitement because there's an opportunity? And I'm like, yes, because it's going to move me into that future. What does that true no feel like? Is it a gut feeling, right? Is there some intuition that's coming up for you? And then, what does like a state of like, I don't know, like that confused state, like a true state where you need more information? What does that feel like? And then look back on your sites of shaping like we did last week. Go back to that worksheet. Go back to what you were taught about the right to even be in an embodied state of real consent. Were you taught about consent? Were you not? Right? And just, again, like with all compassion, deep compassion to yourself and to others, just, make some notes on what you learned about saying yes, no, or maybe. And then the last piece is what becomes possible in your life when you make choices aligned with that vision for your future. When you are in embodied consent by saying yes to the things that move you closer to it, no to the things that distract you from it or kind of create obstacles. And then the maybes where it's like, what? I need more information to determine if this choice will move me closer to that vision. And if you need support, like any of these practices, you know where to reach me. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks so much for practicing and building the sense of belonging from the inside out. I'll see you soon.